Morning, Internet. I say good morning, despite the fact that it is not morning. Okay. It is not morning. Thanks for the reminder. Definitely needed it. Come on, game. I believe in you. Excuse me. Hey. Hey. Stupid game. Over here. Okay. Load from bottom deck incinerator. Where we left off, we had just finished the what I can only assume is our final puzzle. I hope we don't have any more puzzles, but I mean, at the same time, puzzle would certainly help wake me up. Speaking of wake me up, let me just make sure my camera's okay here. Fix that. It certainly seemed like the final puzzle. And we beam that information back to the past to Akane, and she figured out her own puzzle. And ideally, she would have survived. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. Hey Fallen, how's it going? At the same time, what strength I'd had left disappeared, and I collapsed to the floor. Oh, we literally just loaded up the save. You didn't miss anything. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying, enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst. Oh, that music didn't last very long. Whew. Alright, back to Junpei Vision. Can't quite believe I did that, but I'm so glad, so glad. I feel my heart's on fire. The left side of my body is all numb. I can't. Uh-oh. No, I don't have time to be thinking that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane.
Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
Oh, of course, that's fine!
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the two bracelets Hongo had left behind.
Now.
Though I will say you missed some sick Octopath Traveler music in the loading screen, Fallen. Gotta love Octopath Traveler. Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay.
Shut it!
I mean, people won't really give you good looks if you just tell them to shut it constantly, Junpei. Not the best, interaction skills. Shut up, I'm talking to the past. It's like that one movie where they sent letters in a mailbox. Yeah, Octopath is definitely interesting if you're into RPGs, if you're into Squaresoft RPGs. Well, Square Enix RPGs, sorry. What if I hadn't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing's holding me back. That was a movie. I remember seeing that movie as a kid, but that's about it. Here goes. I didn't appreciate that movie.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
Ah, shit.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping. What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
I agree. Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again, and again, and again. Okay, it's not working. The alarm's still not going off. What the hell's going on? I've got all the numbers right in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers showing up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. The number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit. Of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red end.
Incineration will begin in...
Face roll the keyboard, Junpei. Maybe that would work.
30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they could trust me on this one or we are fucked. Alright, no time to
Quick,
explain, just
verify
go.
your numbers on the red! Verify? Who?
Everyone.
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry.
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds.
That's not a lot of seconds.
8, 7, 6,
4,
5,
8,
4,
2,
3,
7,
2.
5.
Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank fucking Christ. No time to be happy. Time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes! Go, go, go!
Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. Still gotta find the dead. Oh, I guess we found it.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Yeah, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. But Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a
Akane?
nap, but...
Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But... nothing. What about the... Akane that was... with us? 0. Well, we're back to Akane vision. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name, even though my voice had almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms. I even forgot how to pronounce his name properly.
Oh, oi!
Akane!
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. But I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelets had begun to count down to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who we'd call Seven in 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung
All right,
open.
let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Howie was right. It was time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar Seven and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiral stairs to freedom. Alright, Junpei vision. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I could barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is Seven talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So, I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19,
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23, O is 24.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Q!
26!
And what does that mean?
That wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase q!
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Time for more running. I was never good at bases, so... No, I figured it would be something like that, but like, Oh, my thighs are killing me, I swear. Any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. But I can calmly explain the puzzle that we just experienced, though. That's no problem. Rich, are you feeling okay? Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. Feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, can't stop, don't have time. Come on, legs, there can't be any more of these steps left. Let's run, like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel bad for Lotus who's, you know, not wearing a sports bra here. Finally.
Whew.
Oh, probably. She is probably experiencing all kinds of soreness. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together. You're almost there.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah,
Yes, we're finally here!
please do.
Sure, you look like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. Even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now. Felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Awie's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again. Thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped. We're finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon we could see faint outlines of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Howie whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This is only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Yes, finally! Air! Gah! Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. Huh, I gotta admit, it doesn't quite look like... Wait,
No way.
gotta be shitting me.
What?
It can't be.
This is...
It's just a bunker.
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
the mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in building Q.
Fair enough. That's a desert out there, with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. They're in a fucking desert. Yep. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Our bracelets. Those that the real gigantic sank, of course they're somewhere else. Yeah. I mean, really, like, we're not getting another one of those anytime soon. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside of you. Just a little electronic chip, like an ATM card. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. I don't know about Junpei. Figures.
Akane.
Jumpy.
Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Maybe the real gigantic was a lie. I don't know about that one. All that watch has to do is send a little signal via Bluetooth to the bomb, and yeah, exactly. Like, it would not be that complicated. And we got credits. That didn't take very long. Paulin, what did I tell you about swearing in my chat? Yeah, like I didn't check the map, but I feel like there's more segments to that. What the hell kind of picture is that? So to replay the game to see if those segments are alternate endings? No, I don't think they're alternate endings because they're along the same route. Like they weren't on any separate
Are you okay?
path. See, we got more stuff already. Yeah, like we're on to the next thing, and there's still one more square after this.
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school, and Junpei thought he could fight a nest of bees. Junpei and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. Thought about it for a minute first. Oh hey, how's it going, Ruthless?
Well, let's
Good to see ya.
It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
It looks like you got in a fist fight with a hornet's nest.
What does that even mean? Ow, 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 ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Oh, what's up, Webo? Is Lego World still giving you a hard time? Wolf just finished streaming? Nice. How was it? I saw he was doing some TF2. Sure was nice of someone to leave us this car outside the building. Keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Why'd they leave keys in the ignition? This fucking ran out of battery. That's not how cars work. Had to stop playing. It's getting you too riled up there. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in and now here we are, screaming across the desert. It's kind of boring, not gonna lie. I feel that. I haven't really seen much of the game, but it does not look very interesting, to be frank with you. Rocket jumping. I don't even know what that means, so I've never really played a whole lot of TF2. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat, jiggling up a storm. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed in the back seat here. Wait, does that mean Clover's driving? I still can't believe we let her drive.
Woohoo! This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right?
Oh, a stream, you mean?
This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
It's like CSGO surf. Still, no meaning to me. That's kind of unfortunate. I don't know, I noticed he didn't stream this morning, I guess / afternoon for him, but, you know. I hope he's doing alright. I didn't catch his stream. I was watching the Dark Souls 3 speedrun on AGDQ, which is admittedly very interesting. Who let the girl drive? Apparently the rest of us did. This car jumps even a little, I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, alright? Suck it up.
Jump, jump, shoot, shoot. Sounds good. Just, you know.
Why don't you drive, 7?
I suppose everybody has different experience, Ruthless. Glad you liked it. I hope we can all have a good experience here, finishing up this game that apparently
I'm
takes
a cop.
forever.
I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
RT's still streaming? He was streaming this morning too.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Does that guy even take a break? Oh, great idea. Yeah, I suppose I'll take Clover over Snake. As much as I like Snake.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of TF2 either.
There's no doubt about it.
I guess that can be pretty conflicting, like seeing, you know, a streamer you like, but a game that you're just really not into. Like I can't stand, he was building Lego. He has been building Lego for 8 hours straight, god damn.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
I
Sure
gotta
thing.
get me into this Lego business. That sounds like a good time. Wasn't gonna stop till it was done. What's he building? But there he is. Man, I don't even think a car like this should go this fast. I'm sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a— what? Excuse me? Drenching a kitten in gasoline? That's not okay. Junpei, you fight that hornet's nest. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran at them, furious.
What the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on him. Quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
What's up, Colin? How's it going? Policeman and I headed back to the hill. What about the kitten? I know, Ruthless, what? Like, that was a turn. I'm sorry, I like my cat, so I was not expecting that. As we found, all we found was Jumpy sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling lumps.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth, where a tooth had fallen out.
Yeah, I guess I coulda.
Then why didn't you?
The absolute madmen. Indeed. They are evil. That's what I've been wondering, what the sequel to this game is going to be about. That's what the sequel is going to be about. Just fucking like getting revenge on people who douse kittens in gasoline.
didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
What?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Oh.
Yeah, the bunnies.
The last plot twist. Oh yeah, I forgot about the stories of the bunny murders. You plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it in the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I
punched that hornet's
Hey,
nest.
there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary Project? Anybody? Any ideas?
Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Who the hell are these kids?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Oh yeah,
He's
I guess
still
I
in
could.
the trunk, I assume?
What? We put him in the trunk? Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty, no emotion. It looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to
Hey,
him anymore.
were you listening to us?
Excuse me. Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
It's not really how you talk to somebody who's tied up in your trunk. Why are some lines not voice acted? I guess they're supposed to be like Junpei thinking to each other. Maybe they just started running out of money close to the end. It's okay, you got me. Don't you want to hear my beautiful voice, Webo? You gotta at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces. I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
Yeah, to break his legs. That'll make him talk. Can't Adam is talking to me.
That's it?
Yes, if you want to put it simply. But if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I could supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right, so what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Oh, somebody's a little
Well, my next
nosy.
question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, what the hell did that have to do with anything?
Well, you see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Most girls don't melt at room temperature. Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
What?
No more about human collective consciousness.
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soparu. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Interesting. Most girls do, in fact, not melt at room temperature. Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. God damn it, Junpei, let him talk. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride. No, it was supposed to be like...
This is for you.
It was supposed to be a mummy that was frozen in ice that couldn't melt at room temperature. Some sort of fictional ice. An honorary project is an experiment to find the perfect melting girl.
What's this?
This is a for you doll. His name is Junpei.
But your name's Junpei. Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm toward me. In his hand was a doll made from yarn, small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Yeah, and maybe putting some of your hair and fingernail clippings onto it probably wasn't a good idea either.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
You know how after
my throat
June,
is dry.
we aren't gonna get to see each other too much?
We're trying to wrap it up, Fallen. You know, you can only do so much. They're trying to make us care about these little kids that we haven't really seen.
I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd,
You're gonna be dead in some timelines, I guess.
Okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
I'm like, Snake, I don't see shit.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe.
Okay. Slow it down,
So
Junpei.
I give this, it me. So we always together.
Come on, Junpei.
Oh, Jumpy.
I don't mean to be PC, but
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
I agree, Ruthless. Before I knew it, I was crying. Press P to pray. I thought it was press A to pray. Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell into June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you.
After that beating, probably.
I promise.
Help me, I'm in great pain because of this ending. I'm sorry, Colin. We're working on it. We'll finish this up soon.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted towards the horizon. Last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in a warm light of evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sky melted, the girl melted, the ship melted, everything melted. The sun set, and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one the lights of the town began to flicker on. Still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. The world is burning. I am melting. The sky melts. But she's still alive now as June. But how? Is it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then I think Junpei just wanted to woo her. Yeah, pretty much. This was all just an elaborate plan for Junpei to get his dick wet 9 years later. How do I make sense of what Seven remembers? They're full of bullshit on us. Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anywhere. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or, wait, maybe that's not it at all. There's one other logical explanation. What was it you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there! There's somebody next to the road.
The warp did it, yeah.
Huh?
What?
It's... Oh, hot damn. We pulling over. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. It's all ice. Yeah, it's a ghost. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain, as a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. End. Man, it's not even gonna be like good end, just end. Don't forget your towel. Click to save. Better than bad end. I guess I'll take that, yeah. Oh, and that's just the square for our end, I suppose. At least they didn't pull the dream bullshit. You're right, Fallen.
What?
It was all a dream. Well, that was fun, guys. But all good things must come to an end. And that is the end of 999. I guess I'll give some of my thoughts on the game. Yeah, we haven't been live for very long. 51 minutes. Oh no, I feel a disturbance in the force. I don't. Ashley is coming. But the game was definitely interesting. Like, I enjoyed it. It's hard to say whether or not I liked it more than Danganronpa. No, I definitely like Danganronpa more. In terms of like, as the first game, it was Strange Colin, it was. Though I don't know how much of it you've actually seen. It was quite different than Danganronpa, yeah. Yeah, like, nobody, except for like Rhea and I, nobody was really here since the start, so unless you've seen the game before, you only really got what you got. And I mean, you can always watch the VODs on YouTube if you're interested in that. But I mean, we do have the second game in the Zero Escape series that we can do at some point. That we will do at some point. I just need to find the time to do it. But I definitely like the escape room aspect to it. The only thing I didn't really like about the game is the fact that like you spend so much time going through all the different parts of the game, and it leaves you with so many questions that they're just like, no, you don't get any answers until you get to the end. Till you get to the true ending. And like, if you want to go through and you want to see all of the different endings, like, I wouldn't say it was wasted, but definitely like if there was a better way of going through it. I understand why they didn't let you just like skip through chapters, because the story definitely depends on like how you end up going through the whole thing. I just wish there was like a button that was like, there's the next thing, like there's the next choice you have to make, instead of having to sit through and fast forward through the whole goddamn game just to get to the ending. Like, that was a good hour of time that we've wasted in the last 999 stream just fast forwarding to get to that part, so you know. Anyway, I guess to sort of wrap up my thoughts, like, it was very good. I thought it was really good. If you've played Danganronpa 2, the final Dead Room part of it, that is very reminiscent to this, and I think that, like, sort of inspired me to play this and keep going. And I really enjoyed the puzzles. The puzzles never felt like they were like the answers bullshit. It was mostly just like different ways of using all the numbers provided for you. Facebook, you're not supposed to make noise. Don't you make noise at me. Anyway, I did like it. It made a noise. Everybody heard the noise. Oh god. They're gonna know my Facebook. I hope that's not too loud. It's kind of loud. It's alright. It'll be fine. Now it'll be fine. I'm just gonna take a quick break so that I can get up and stretch and stuff before we get into our Resident Evil here. That's not in the location it's supposed to be. Good luck with those stretches. I'm gonna need it. Facebook is trying to steal your details. Allow? Yeah, I guess so. You know what? They're gonna get the information anyway. If they don't steal it through me, they're gonna steal it through someone else. It noised right into the stream. I mean, like, the last puzzle, I guess, a little bit. But that was just like, they weren't punishing you over like that last little bit. That was just like a narrative thing. I'm sure like if I fucked it up enough times, it would have just been like, it's a 9. Just put in a fucking 9, dude. Like, but yeah, it was. But the rest of that last puzzle was very intriguing. Anyway, I'm gonna go stretch. I'll be back in like half a minute.